Chapter 61 Ling Yuan protects the road. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After the instructions were given, Yu Guan and Gui Mei were sent away by Qian Xuanji. Xiao Yi, there has been progress in the research on self-condensing soul rings. After Gangzi and Bibi Dong were left alone, Qian Xuanji suddenly told Gangzi about the self-condensing soul ring. Ever since he learned about the self-condensing soul ring, Qian Xuanji had arranged for people to study it. Preliminary results are now available. Teacher, what's the result? Gangzi's expression was shocked when he heard this, and he quickly asked. Qian Xuanji did not hide anything, and then told Gangzi and Bibi Dong about the initial success of the research. The reason why Qian Xuanji kept Bibi Dong was to let Bibi Dong know about it, just enough to make her completely give up the idea of self-condensing soul rings. Facts have proved that Gangzi's guess is correct. His self-created method of self-condensing soul rings can also be used by other soul masters, and they can all successfully complete self-condensed soul rings. The situation of soul skills is also the same as what Gangzi said. Only the self-condensing soul rings of high-quality martial arts can produce soul skills. Soul skills that are too low quality will not be born. The same goes for the self-condensing soul ring paired with advanced meditation techniques. Other soul masters can also use it to improve the quality of the self-condensing soul ring. It's just that if you have absorbed a soul beast soul ring before, you will not be able to use advanced meditation techniques to improve the quality of the self-condensing soul ring. If you want to improve the quality of self-condensing soul rings, you must ensure that all the soul rings on your body are self-condensing soul rings. The success of the research further proved that Gangzi's martial spirit was indeed not simple. Gangzi didn't know how many people Qian Xuanji had found to conduct experiments, but Qian Xuanji told Gangzi that a martial soul with at least level 4 innate soul power was required, and a self-condensing soul ring could produce soul skills. All the situations were consistent with Gangzi's previous expectations. As for how to deal with the discovery of the self-condensing soul ring, Qian Xuanji also said that it should be kept secret for the time being until the self-condensing soul ring is studied more clearly. So Xiaoyi, your soul ring must be kept secret for the time being. You can't say that you condensed it yourself. DongI'm, you can give up the idea of self-condensing soul rings completely. After talking about the research results, Qian Xuanji warned Gangzi and Bibi Dong respectively. Is teacher. Gangzi had no objection at all. No it. Bibi Dong was a little depressed. Originally, she was very curious about the self-condensing soul ring, but now it seems that she is destined to miss the self-condensing soul ring. By the way, Xiaoyi, this is an advanced meditation technique that is more suitable for you. It was developed by them and is more conducive to improving the self-condensing soul ring. Seeing that Bibi Dong finally recognized the reality, Qian Xuanji felt relieved, and then took out a secret book and gave it to Gangzi. Thank you teacher. Gangzi quickly took it happily. Since Qian Xuanji is said to be more suitable for improving the self-condensing soul ring, it is definitely not wrong. Although he has also created advanced meditation techniques, Gangzi knows very well that he can only create relatively simple ones, and he cannot create too complex ones, unless he specializes in this. He is still confident. But Gangzi didn't have this time. If he had time, wouldn't he use it to improve himself? Let's go, I'll take you to see the great worshipper. You should let the great enshrined know about your martial spirit and the fairy grass. After seeing Gangzi accept it, Qian Xuanji spoke again. Not surprisingly, DouluoDalu was also very surprised about the fairy grass. He never thought that there was such a treasure on the mainland. In the end, DouluoDalu also encouraged Gangzi and Bibi Dong again. After returning to his residence, Gangzi quickly tested the advanced meditation technique given by Qian Xuanji and found that it was indeed very effective. It seems that professional matters are better left to professionals. All I need to do is give guidance beyond their foresight. Gangzi sighed in a low voice. A few days later, Gangzi submitted a research direction proposal to Qian Xuanji. Gangzi gave a lot of direction guidance above, such as developing a technique specifically used to improve physical fitness. You don't need to worry about whether it can absorb soul power, just study the operation of soul power in the body and see if it can. It is impossible to develop a set of exercises to strengthen physical fitness. Taking this as an example, you can also try to develop ones that specifically increase speed and strength. You can even develop a secret method or something that can allow a soul master to skyrocket in strength in a short period of time. Anyway, as long as Ziyi could think of such research directions, he wrote them down and asked Wuhun Palace to study them. He would definitely not commit suicide and leave it to professionals. He would just enjoy the results. Okay, Xiaoyi, these ideas of yours are very good, very good. If the research is really successful, then the teacher will give you the first credit. After Qian Xuanji watched it, his eyes suddenly lit up. Sometimes he really wanted to open his disciple's head to see what the other person's brain was made of. He could actually come up with so many ideas that seemed novel but felt like he could actually research something. After giving the things to Qian Xuanji, Ziyi concentrated on practicing, until half a month later. DongI'm. Introducing two seniors to you. This is Senior Shilong, and this is Senior Concubine Li Chan. Concubine Li Chan was originally the Platinum Bishop of the Tiando Temple. Now she has returned from her post. Xiaoyi, you know her. Both of them are level 83 Contras, and they will be your protectors from today on. Shilong is responsible for protecting Ziyi, and Concubine Li Chan is responsible for protecting Bibi Dong. Qian Xuanji actually found a protector for each of Ziyi and Bibi Dong. While introducing Shilong and Concubine Li Chan to Ziyi and Bibi Dong, he also introduced Ziyi and Bibi Dong to Shilong. With Concubine Li Chan. Yes, His Majesty the Pope, I will definitely protect His Highness Ziyi. After Shilong glanced at Ziyi, he lowered his head and responded to Qian Xuanji. Please ask Senior Shilong for your advice in the future. Ziyi also didn't expect that Qian Xuanji would actually arrange guardians for him and Bibi Dong, and also arrange for him to be the future Snake Spear Douluo. The same goes for Concubine Li Chan, who actually became Bibi Dong's protector. Don't worry, His Majesty the Pope, I will also protect His Highness the Saint. Concubine Li Chan also smiled and said to Qian Xuanji. Ziyi, long time no see. I never expected that the kid I brought back would actually become a disciple of the Pope. Then Concubine Li Chan greeted Ziyi with a smile. Well, it's the job of you two to protect them. Qian Xuanji nodded. Just when he looked at Concubine Li Chan, something strange appeared in Qian Xuanji's eyes, because Concubine Li Chan was found by DouluoDalu. At first, DouluoDalu wanted Concubine Li Chan to let Qian Xuanji marry her so that he could pass on the bloodline to the Qian family. It's just that Qian Xuanji didn't agree. He didn't want to find a random woman to marry. What he wanted to find must be someone he liked. He hasn't gotten married for so many years, not only because he was really focused on practicing at the beginning, but also because he hasn't met anyone he really likes, so Qian Xuanji declined. Then DouluoDalu said that Concubine Li Chan would be Bibi Dong's protector so that he could have more contact with her. Without contact, how could he like her or not? Qian Xuanji had no objection to this, because he also felt that Concubine Li Chan was an excellent partner. If the two of them are together, it will be easier to give birth to excellent offspring, so Qian Xuanji agreed to DouluoDalu's proposal. In the end, for the sake of fairness, he found Shilong as Ziyi's protector. In this way, Ziyi and Bibi Dong both had their own guardians. This treatment is also full. Ziyi didn't know the truth, but he sighed in his heart that it would be nice if he and Bibi Dong's guardians could change. Who doesn't like having a beautiful woman by his side? Chapter 62 Cow Belongs. You are listening at NovelFold.audio. Lovesick read, the king of flowers, the fairest of fairies, is mine now. In Bibi Dong's room, I saw Bibi Dong carefully holding a flower rooted on a stone, which was the heartbroken red flower of lovesickness. After knowing how precious the fairy grass was, Bibi Dong also learned about all the fairy grass from Yuiguan. It was just grass jelly, and she had no interest in ordinary flowers and plants. She just wanted to know the information about the fairy grass that Ziyi brought back. Then Bibi Dong fell in love with one of the fairy grasses, the acacia heartbroken red, which is known as the king of flowers, not only because it is a fairy among fairy tales, but also because of its love story. After Bibi Dong learned about the love story of lovesickness and heartbreak, she fell in love with it even more. The love in it made her yearn for it. Although it was very sad and beautiful, she just liked it, so she asked Qian Xuanji for acacia heartbroken red. Then this acacia heartbroken red was now in her hands. It's just that when Qian Xuanji gave it to her, he also asked her if she had someone she liked, otherwise why would she want to be so lovesick? No, teacher, I don't have anyone I like, I just like this flower. And this flower can still be kept, so I just want it. That when Bibi Dong heard Qian Xuanji's question, although Ziyi appeared in her mind, she immediately answered, the acacia heartbroken red is still rooted in the Wujue stone and has not been picked yet, so it can be raised. After Qiang Sunji heard what Bibi Dong said, out of doting on his precious apprentice, he agreed to give her the heartbroken red. He also warned Bibi Dong not to try to recognize his master. Bibi Dong also agreed, but now, looking at the lovesickness in front of her, Bibi Dong couldn't help but feel a little eager to give it a try. Anyway, I'm just giving it a try. Now that I don't have anyone I like, I definitely won't succeed. After muttering in a low voice, Bibi Dong bit her finger and then dripped a drop of blood on the red petals of lovesickness. Buzz. What Bibi Dong didn't know was that when she was dripping blood, Qian Xuanji outside the door almost stopped her. What nonsense! Qian Xuanji scolded in his heart. He guessed that his precious disciple was going to cause trouble. After just a brief pause, Qian Xuanji stopped trying to stop Bibi Dong, because he suddenly wanted to see if Bibi Dong could make Xiangxiangxinghong successfully recognize her master. If the recognition is successful, it will prove that his precious disciple has someone he likes. And that person must be Ziyi. To be honest, if this happens, he doesn't know whether to be happy or angry. He definitely didn't want Bibi Dong to start dating at such a young age. She should concentrate on her cultivation at this age, but if the target was Ziyi, he thought it would be okay. If it were the previous Ziyi, he would definitely not approve it, but Ziyi is different now. However, even if he reluctantly agreed, he would not let the two fall in love in the golden period of their growth. Necessary intervention would definitely be necessary. Now, let's take a look at Bibi Dong's situation. It was with this in mind that Qian Xuanji did not take action to stop Bibi Dong. Bibi Dong in the room didn't know that her teacher was outside. After dripping blood on the heartbroken red petals, Bibi Dong suddenly felt in a trance, and the image of Ziyi began to appear in her mind involuntarily. There is a scene of practicing together with Ziyi, picture of studying together. There are also scenes of her causing trouble for Ziyi. The lovesickness in front of her was red, and the roots seemed to be falling off the Wujue stone. Puff, but in the end, Bibi Dong also failed and spit out a mouthful of blood due to the backlash. Oops. Sure enough, it still failed. Bibi Dong stamped her feet very depressed. Call. Let this girl like you run wild. Qian Xuanji outside also breathed a sigh of relief after learning that Bibi Dong had failed. Although he was a little distressed by the backlash against Bibi Dong, he was also somewhat gloating about it. After smiling silently, Qian Xuanji ducked away. Since Bibi Dong's attempt to make Xiangxiangxinghong recognize his master failed, he didn't need to do anything else. Bibi Dong had no idea about Qian Xuanji's appearance and departure. After stamping her feet depressedly, Bibi Dong patted her cheeks with both hands, feeling a little hot. The people I just thought of were all junior brothers. Do I like junior brother? But when she thought of this, Bibi Dong felt her heart beat inexplicably faster, feeling a little shy and panicked. No, no, no. That boring guy, I don't like him. Bibi Dong shook her head quickly. Ziyi didn't know anything about the fact that lovesickness heartbreak ended up in Bibi Dong's hands. After having the guardian, Ziyi continued to practice and study in the same way. Then it only took half a year for Ziyi's soul power level to rise from level 20 to level 24. In addition to the fact that the martial spirit was fully awakened and became a top-level martial spirit, it was also because the power of the ice and fire fairy herbs that Ziyi had consumed was still there, so Ziyi had been promoted to level 4 in half a year, which was an incredible speed. As Ziyi's protector, Shilong was shocked by Ziyi's cultivation speed. To be honest, when he first learned that he had become Ziyi's protector, he didn't feel any honor at all. Ziyi's soul power level, talent, etc. were just garbage in his eyes. It was only because of the Pope's order that he had to agree. Moreover, Ziyi's cultivation speed in the past 6 months only surprised him a little, but he still did not change his opinion. In his eyes, Ziyi was far inferior to Bibi Dong, who had twin martial souls and was also innately full of soul power. Therefore, in the past 6 months, Shilong has only done what is within his responsibilities. He was only responsible for protecting Gangzi when he went out. He spent the rest of the time cultivating himself, because Gangzi in the Pope's palace didn't need any protection from him. He just needed to pay a little attention to him while cultivating. Gangzi knew well about Shilong's attitude and did not force anything. He knew that when he grew up, the other party would definitely change his attitude. The most important thing is to become stronger yourself. It's been half a year, I can eat another fairy grass. So today, half a year later, after Gangzi finished practicing, he took out the 8-petal fairy orchid from the soul guide. After eating this fairy grass, I should be able to break through level 30. Then I can try to see if I can actively condense the soul ring and soul skills I want. With a flash of expectation in his eyes, Gangzi put the 8-petal fairy orchid in his hand into his mouth. Chapter 63 The Third Soul Skill. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. The 8-petal fairy orchid melted in the mouth, and all of it turned into spiritual liquid and entered Gangzi's body in an instant. Boom, that a huge energy burst out in Gangzi's body instantly, but this energy is extremely gentle and not destructive. It is indeed the easiest grass to absorb. After Gangzi praised it, he began to actively absorb and refine it. Time continued to pass by Gangzi's refining, and soon 3 hours passed before Gangzi opened his eyes from meditating. A flash of light disappeared in Gangzi's eyes. Okay, this fairy grass really helped me reach level 30. There was a hint of excitement in Gangzi's eyes. After absorbing the jelly grass, Gangzi felt completely refreshed and felt physically and mentally happy. While I'm in full condition now, let's condense the third soul ring as well. By the way, try to actively meditate on the soul skills you want. Gangzi, who felt happy both physically and mentally, quickly took action again. Ever since he condensed his second soul ring, Gangzi had some guesses about how his soul skills were born based on his 2 soul skills. He suspected that his soul skills were related to his knowledge of talismans. In particular, the effect of the second soul skill purification curse on cleansing oneself must be based on his experience of purification techniques in the world of immortality. Therefore, Gangzi seriously doubted that the birth of his soul skills was related to his own cognition. It was similar to the Sharingan opening a kaleidoscope, which was a reflection of his heart. If the guess is correct, then this is Gangzi's biggest cheat. Call. Then let's get started. After taking a long breath, Gangzi skillfully began to gather his third soul ring. At this time, the way Gangzi condensed his soul ring was a little different from the last time, because those in the Wuhundian research department have developed a way to self-condensate soul rings more easily. Although the process is similar, it is a little more detailed and easier. In this way, Gangzi officially began to condense his third soul ring. In the process of condensation, Gangzi's consciousness also tried to integrate into it. It didn't work out at first, but Gangzi didn't give up and kept trying, until Gangzi's third soul ring was about to be condensed. It had not yet succeeded, however. Just when Gangzi thought that his attempt failed, boom, at the moment when Gangzi's third soul ring was completely formed, Gangzi felt that his consciousness entered a mysterious space. Here, Gangzi saw a lot of pictures about talismans and Taoist priests, all of which Gangzi had seen in his previous life. Some are in movies, some are in anime, and some are depicted in novels. However, the picture is rather blurry, and you can only roughly see the talismans, Taoism, and so on inside. 5 thunders rectify the law. That when Gangzi saw one of the thunder and lightning spells, Gangzi's mind was suddenly lifted. Thunder spells, thunder and lightning spells are not weak, and it must be an attack skill. Gangzi immediately wanted to pull it over and make it his third soul skill. It's just that he hasn't been able to succeed, which gives Gangzi the feeling that his cultivation is not enough and the time is not yet ripe. Then Gangzi tried other spells, but they were unsuccessful. Golden Light Spell. It wasn't until Gangzi chose the Golden Light spell that he succeeded. Then the effect of the Golden Light curse was practiced in Gangzi's consciousness. After using the Golden Light spell, the body can be covered with a layer of golden light to increase attack and defense. It also has an anti-evil effect to restrain evil. Like the previous soul skills, it can be used by yourself or others. If that's all, then this soul skill is still an auxiliary soul skill. But in the following drill, Gangzi saw that the Golden Light curse could also be controlled remotely, and Ziyi knew that this was not a purely auxiliary soul skill. Boom, sure enough, in the final exercise, it even showed up with a golden light Kai Susanna. Seeing this, Ziyi chose it without any hesitation. He couldn't choose anything else for the time being. Buzz. When this thought fell in Ziyi's mind, Ziyi's consciousness left the mysterious space, and his third self-condensing soul ring was completely condensed, surrounding him together with the other two soul rings. 900 years of quality. After Ziyi felt the quality of the third soul ring, he quickly made a judgment. It's pretty good, not comparable to the best-equipped third soul ring, but it's still pretty good. After all, the current soul master's third soul ring limit is only 1,700 years. The third soul skill Golden Light Talisman. Then Ziyi directly used his third soul skill. He wanted to try the effect of the third soul skill, Buzz. A talisman shining with golden light was summoned by Ziyi in his hand, and Ziyi first put it on his body. The talisman disappeared, and the surface of Ziyi's body was then shrouded in a faint golden light. Ziyi could clearly feel his changes, and his strength and defense were enhanced. The third soul skill Golden Light Talisman. Then, Ziyi summoned another Golden Light Talisman. This time, Ziyi did not stick it to his body, but directly activated the talisman and threw the Golden Light Talisman out. Then Ziyi's index and middle fingers were put together, and he used his mental power and gestures to control the shining golden talisman to shuttle through the air. Swish swish swish. Okay. Ziyi cheered while controlling it. Now he finally had his own attack soul skill. His martial spirit is no longer just a simple auxiliary martial spirit. After playing wantonly for a while, Ziyi stopped happily until the golden light talisman dissipated. As for the golden light Kaisuzuo, Ziyi didn't try it. Because that's not a soul skill, it's not what he can do now, that is the development and application of the golden light talisman. He needs to be proficient in the golden light talisman to develop it. It's just that by then, Ziyi definitely doesn't plan to open the Susanoo, and the Dharma appearance is about the same. Moreover, Ziyi also discovered that this method of remotely controlling the golden light talisman consumes more mental power, but consumes less soul power. That means my mental power is much stronger than that of ordinary people, otherwise I really wouldn't be able to control it. But it's not a small consumption for me. Sure enough, it was right for me to keep the autumn water dew. It can enhance my eyesight and mental strength, so it is perfect for me. After just eating one fairy grass, Ziyi began to look forward to eating another one. Let's report it to the teacher first. After looking at the sky and realizing that it was already dawn, Ziyi opened the door and prepared to go to Qian Xuanji's place. Your Highness. As soon as Ziyi went out, Shilong quickly came to Ziyi's side. Senior Shilong, I want to go to the teacher. Ziyi didn't stop and just said something to Shilong. Shilong nodded from behind and didn't answer anything. Instead, he slowly followed Ziyi and just did his job well. Am I mistaken? This guy's cultivation seems to have improved a lot. Chapter 64 Offensive Soul Skill. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Xiaoyi, you're here too. When Ziyi saw Qian Xuanji, he discovered that Bibi Dong and concubine Li Chan were also there. Teacher, senior sister, senior concubine Li Chan. Ziyi quickly called them one by one. Junior brother, you ate the fairy grass again, right? What level are you at now? Bibi Dong was also very happy after seeing Ziyi and hurriedly stepped forward. Then she felt that Ziyi's soul power had improved a lot. She immediately guessed what it was and asked happily. Xiaoyi, have you eaten the fairy grass? Although Qian Xuanji's tone was questioning, his tone was quite certain, because he also sensed changes in Ziyi's soul power. To improve so much in a short period of time, you must have eaten fairy grass. Ambrosia? What it is? Shilong, who was following Ziyi, was a little confused. He didn't know the existence of fairy grass yet. Concubine Li Chan knew, because unlike Shilong, she was closer to Bibi Dong, so she knew a lot about Bibi Dong. She also knew that Bibi Dong's soul power level increased so quickly because she ate a piece of fairy grass. But Bibi Dong didn't say much else. She only knew that there was such a treasure as fairy grass. Now after hearing Bibi Dong's words, she was also very surprised. Judging from Bibi Dong's tone, Gangzi didn't just eat the fairy grass once. Yes, teacher. I have now exceeded level 30. Gangzi smiled, and then answered Bibi Dong and Qian Xuanji's questions at the same time. What? Your Highness has exceeded level 30, that Shilong, who was originally full of questions, couldn't help but exclaimed after hearing Gangzi's words. He sensed that Gangzi's cultivation had improved a lot and he thought it was an illusion before, but he never expected that Gangzi would improve so much all at once. Originally, he felt that Gangzi's promotion to level 4 in half a year was an exaggeration, but now it was even more abnormal, and he actually improved it to level 6 all of a sudden. Moreover, it also broke the shackles that prevented talents with level 1 innate soul power from breaking through to level 30. He suddenly realized that he couldn't understand Gangzi. It seems that the other party is not as unbearable as I imagined. Huh, okay, not bad. Qian Xuanji smiled approvingly and glanced at Shilong nonchalantly. Qian Xuanji understood something from the fact that the other party didn't know that Gangzi had broken through to 30, but he didn't care. As long as Shilong can protect Gangzi, it will be fine. What's more, after today, he believes that Shilong won't be so careless anymore. Now that you have broken through level 30, Xiaoyi, where is your third soul ring? Has it been condensed? Qian Xuanji even directly asked Gangzi about the self-condensing soul ring. Although the matter of the self-condensing soul ring is still kept secret in the Wuhun Palace, everyone at DouluoDalu level and above already knows about it, as do the Elder's Palace and the Enshrinement Palace. Therefore, Qian Xuanji is not afraid that Shilong will know that the other party is Gangzi's protector, and it is inevitable for him to know some things about Gangzi. Moreover, Long and concubine Li Chan are both promising people in Wuhun Palace. They believe that as long as nothing unexpected happens, they will be able to break through the title Douluo and become the top leaders of Wuhun Palace in the future. Yes, teacher, I have also successfully condensed my third soul ring. Gangzi nodded, then stretched out his hand to summon his martial soul, and 3 soul rings appeared one by one. The soul ring that I condensed, that at this time, not only Shilong was stunned, but concubine Li Chan was also shocked. She didn't know about this before. His Majesty the Pope, are you right? His Highness's third soul ring was condensed by himself. Then concubine Li Chan started questioning Qian Xuanji directly. Well, the soul rings on Xiaoyi's body were all condensed by himself. As for the self-condensing soul ring, you can ask the 2 of them yourself later. Qian Xuanji nodded, and then did not want to say more about the self-condensing soul ring. It would be too troublesome to explain. Instead, he asked the 2 of them to find out about it themselves from Gangzi and Bibi Dong. Yes, Your Majesty the Pope. Yes, Your Majesty the Pope. Concubine Li Chan and Shilong responded quickly. At this time, both of them were filled with surprise and curiosity. They didn't expect that the soul ring could actually condense on its own, but no matter how curious they were, they could only ask Gangzi and Bibi Dong later. Xiaoyi, what is your third soul skill this time? After no longer talking to Shilong and concubine Li Chan, Qian Xuanji curiously asked about Gangzi's third soul skill. He was still very curious about Gangzi's soul skills. He didn't know until later that Gangzi's second soul skill had the effect of cleaning himself, so he was curious about what would be unexpected about Gangzi's third soul skill. Teacher, my third soul skill is the Golden Light Talisman. Gangzi knew Qian Xuanji would be curious, so after speaking, he summoned a Golden Light Talisman. This is the Golden Light Talisman. After being attached, it can cover the target with a layer of golden light. It can improve the target's attack and defense. The increase effect is equivalent to my soul power level. At the same time, the golden light also has an evil-proof effect and restrains evil attributes. The enemy has evil attributes. The effect will be doubled. Gangzi then introduced the effects of the Golden Light Talisman. Increase attack and defense at the same time. Good, not bad. Qian Xuanji's eyes suddenly lit up when he heard this. Although it was slightly inferior to the auxiliary effect of the 7 treasure glazed tile tower, Gangzi's increase increased both attack and defense attributes at the same time. He was also very satisfied with the evil proofing effect, restraining evil. Snort. Only Bibi Dong was a little dissatisfied after hearing Guzi's third soul skill, because her martial soul attributes have a certain evil nature, especially the soul-eating spider emperor. Wouldn't it be restrained by Guzi's golden light? Teacher, not only that, my golden light talisman can also perform long-range attacks. Satisfied to see Qian Xuanji, Guzi smiled inwardly, and then continued to speak, swish swish. After saying that, Guzi directly threw the golden light talisman out and started manipulating it on the spot. Is this still an offensive soul skill? At this time, even though he had been mentally prepared and knew that Guzi's third soul skill might make him unexpected Qian Xuanji, he was still surprised again and came to Guzi in a flash. The emergence of offensive soul skills means that Guzi's martial soul is not an auxiliary martial soul. And looking at Guzi's appearance, even if it is used for offense, it is not an ordinary offensive soul skill. Other people's offensive soul skills usually disappear after being thrown, just like arrows shot out, but Guzi was different, he could actually control it remotely. Yes, teacher. My golden light talisman is also an offensive soul skill, Guzi replied. Come, attack me, let me see the attack power of your golden light talisman. Qian Xuanji didn't waste any time and asked Guzi to attack him. Chapter 65 Participating in the competition. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Golden Light Talisman, go. Guzi did not hesitate to control the golden light talisman and flew towards Qian Xuanji. Swish, pop, after Guzi's golden light talisman hit Qian Xuanji, it quickly turned into a ball of golden light and dissipated, without causing any damage to Qian Xuanji. The attack power is equivalent to that of a great soul master. It is a little weak, but your golden light talisman is flexible enough. Plus you are mainly a support, and having an attack soul skill can better prevent the enemy from targeting, which is good after all. But with this skill alone, it is still difficult to become a combat soul master. So Xiaoyi, it would be better for you to focus on support for now. Qian Xuanji quickly judged the power of Guzi's attack after Guzi's attack, and then said to Guzi. Yes, teacher. Guzi nodded and agreed, without refutation. For the time being, it is true, but after he develops the golden light talisman in depth, it will not be the case. And he also has some other ideas about the use of the golden light talisman. A golden light talisman alone is too weak, so what if I put it on a sword? Golden light sword control technique, shouldn't it be bad? Guzi thought it was feasible, but he still had to try it to know. DongI'm, you came here to ask me for your fairy grass, right? After understanding Guzi's situation, Qian Xuanji looked at Bibi Dong. Yes, teacher, my junior brother has reabsorbed the fairy grass, I want it too. Bibi Dong nodded quickly after hearing this. After knowing that Guzi had improved so much in an instant, she couldn't wait to experience the feeling of rapid upgrade again. No, I can't give you that fairy grass. We have studied that fairy grass, and its ability to breed poisons is too strong. We can't give it to you for the time being. If you can't control it, you will be poisoned. I can't let you take this risk. And fairy grass is not suitable for eating too much. You still have to rely on yourself to cultivate your soul power. It doesn't matter that Xiaoyi is low level, and he didn't improve his soul power last time. You can't do it. If you quickly improve your level twice in a short period of time, it will not be a good thing for you. Qian Xuanji, who originally doted on Bibi Dong very much, did not agree to Bibi Dong's request this time, but instead warned Bibi Dong seriously. Bibi Dong didn't expect that the teacher would not agree, and she felt a little aggrieved. If you don't believe me, ask your junior brother. Seeing Bibi Dong's look, Qian Xuanji turned his head and gestured to Guzi. Bibi Dong quickly turned his head to look at Guzi. Ahem. Sister, it's like this. I've said before that although the fairy grass is suitable for you, it also has certain risks. And as the teacher said, it is indeed not advisable to rely on external objects to improve your cultivation many times in a short period of time. Although Qian Xuanji did not explain it to Guzi in advance, he chose to cooperate with Qian Xuanji's statement at the first time, and this kind of concern does exist, it would be better to be cautious. Humph. No, no. Hearing Ziyi say this, Bibi Dong knew that it would definitely not work this time, and it would not be possible to experience the joy of multiple levels again for the time being. Teacher, I can give up the fairy grass, but the teacher must promise me one thing. Knowing that there was no hope for the fairy grass for the time being, Bibi Dong quickly raised her head and made a request to Qiangsunji. Okay, you say. Seeing that Bibi Dong was willing to listen, Qiangsunji was very happy, and did not ask what Bibi Dong's request was, and quickly agreed with a smile. I want to join the Wuhun Hall team and participate in the next Soul Master competition. Seeing that Qiangsunji agreed, Bibi Dong immediately excitedly stated her request. Bibi Dong had been thinking about participating in the Soul Master competition for a long time. She used to think that her soul power level was not enough and the teacher would not agree, so she didn't say it, but now it's different. Now she is confident that she can reach level 50 and become a Soul King in 2.5 years. She is already level 42 now. She reached level 39 after eating the fairy grass half a year ago, and level 43 months ago. After absorbing the soul ring, she reached level 41, and now she is level 42. Teacher, I will definitely break through to become a Soul King in the next Soul Master competition. There will be no problem participating in the Soul Master competition. And my junior brother will also go. With his current soul power level, he can also break through to level 40 and become a soul sect when the Soul Master competition starts. It is completely enough to participate in the Soul Master competition. My junior brother's soul skills are also very useful in battle. With my junior brother and I joining the Wuhun Hall team, it will be absolutely invincible. Worried that Qiangsunji would regret it, Bibi Dong confidently spoke about her own estimation and brought Ziyi along. Participate in the Soul Master competition? Qiangsunji was also slightly stunned after hearing Bibi Dong's words. He really hadn't thought about Bibi Dong participating in the Soul Master competition. The main reason was that Bibi Dong was too young, only 12 years old now, and he had never considered letting Bibi Dong participate in the Soul Master competition so soon. He did think about Ziyi, but because Ziyi's soul power level was too low before, he had forgotten about it. Now after hearing what Bibi Dong said, he finally reacted. According to the current cultivation speed of Bibi Dong in Ziyi, in 2.5 years, Bibi Dong can indeed break through level 50 and become a Soul King. It should not be a problem for Ziyi to break through level 40 and become a Soul Master, then his 2 disciples can indeed participate in the next Soul Master competition. Haha, good. My good disciple, you want to participate in the Soul Master competition, of course there is no problem. But DongI'm, you must also promise that you must break through the Soul King before the competition starts. After reacting, Qiangsunji immediately laughed and agreed with Bibi Dong's words, but in order to ensure that Bibi Dong can practice seriously, he still made a simple request. In his opinion, it is indeed a small request to let Bibi Dong break through level 50 and become a Soul King at the age of 15. Soul King at the age of 15. Thinking of his disciples being so outstanding, Qiangsunji couldn't help but feel happy in his heart. At that time, there would be no need to hide Bibi Dong's level, just let the whole continent see how excellent his disciples are. Yes, teacher, don't worry, I can do it. Hearing that Qiangsunji really agreed, Bibi Dong also jumped for joy. I really want to participate in this Soul Master competition. Ziyi was not too excited about this. He was not a real native of Douluo continent, and he did not have the impulse to participate in the Soul Master competition as long as he could. However, Ziyi still had a certain interest in the Soul Master competition. 2.5 years later, Tang Hao did not participate last time, so he will definitely meet this time. After all, if Tang Hao does not participate again, he will not be eligible to participate after he turns 25. Chapter 66 Gangzi is puzzled. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. After Qian Xuanji agreed, it was decided that Ziyi and Bibi Dong would participate in the Soul Master competition. Ziyi and Bibi Dong were about to go to Wuhun Academy. After all, the battle in the Soul Master competition is a test of team battle. Ziyi and Bibi Dong must join the Wuhun Academy team as soon as possible to run in with their teammates. How is junior brother? Are you excited? We can go to the Soul Master competition. After leaving Qian Xuanji's place, Bibi Dong excitedly cheered to Gangzi as soon as he walked out of the door. It's not bad to have fun, Gangzi answered with a smile, but from Gangzi's tone, it can be seen that he really doesn't care about the Soul Master competition, just think of it as fun. Of course, it will be fun. Bibi Dong didn't hear the carelessness in Gangzi's tone, and immediately smiled proudly. Junior brother, who do you think are in the Wuhundian Academy team? I don't know, I'll find out when I go tomorrow. Oh, I hope I'm not too useless. Isn't there a senior sister here? Hehe, that's right. With my junior brother and I here, even if they are all useless, we can still win. Gangzi just dealt with Bibi Dong and left. Your Highnesses, after arriving at a suitable place, concubine Li Chan finally couldn't hold back and called out to Gangzi and Bibi Dong. Sister Fei, are you asking about the self-condensing soul ring? Hearing concubine Li Chan's voice, Bibi Dong immediately turned around and asked concubine Li Chan with a smile. As for the title of sister concubine, it was concubine Li Chan who asked her to change her name. Later, Gangzi was also asked to change his words. When he was at Qian Xuanji's place just now, it was just because the teacher was there that Gangzi didn't call him sister. I know you didn't tell me yet. When concubine Li Chan heard this, she immediately glared at Bibi Dong resentfully. Shi Long on the side also became energetic at this time. He also wanted to know about the self-condensing soul ring. Then I'll tell Sister Fei. The self-condensing soul ring was created by my junior brother. Bibi Dong smiled, and then proudly told about the self-condensing soul ring. Now that the teacher has spoken, she doesn't need to hide anything. Although the introduction was about the self-condensing soul ring, Bibi Dong also looked proud, because it was her junior brother who made it. I see. Self-condensing soul rings can actually improve the quality of soul rings. After concubine Li Chan and Shi Long learned everything from Bibi Dong, they were shocked, especially after they learned that the self-condensing soul ring could actually improve the quality of the soul ring. However, when they knew that they could not improve the quality of the self-condensing soul ring if they already had soul beast soul rings on them, both of them were a little disappointed, knowing that the self-condensing soul ring had no chance for them, but after learning about the self-condensing soul ring, they finally understood why Qian Xuanji accepted Gangzi as his disciple. It turns out that Gangzi is so powerful. Shi Long also completely changed his view on Gangzi. Thinking of how he had ignored Gangzi in the past, Shi Long couldn't help but feel a little ashamed. Your Highness, I was blind before, but now I am honored to be your Highness's protector. So Shi Long immediately admitted his mistake to Gangzi and sincerely apologized to Gangzi. Senior, I should thank you for always protecting me. Senior has always been dedicated to his duties. Naturally, Gangzi would not argue with the other person, but instead praise the other person. Senior must also want to know about the fairy grass, right? Gangzi then changed the topic directly and told the other party about the fairy grass with a smile. There is actually nothing hidden about the existence of fairy grass. In the original work, even if DouluoDalu knew a lot about fairy grass, he could never find one in his life. I know that jelly grass is useless, you have to find jelly grass, of course. Gangzi finally told Shi Long that the matter of the fairy grass still needed to be kept secret from the outside world. It turns out that there is such a treasure on the mainland. Thank you, Your Highness, for clarifying my doubts. Shi Long was even more grateful now that her curiosity was finally satisfied, and it was Gangzi who took the initiative to say it. As for the other things, he didn't ask. The fairy grass was obviously a rare treasure, just like the 100,000-year soul ring. He just needs to know that this kind of treasure exists. Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus sect. Half a year has passed, and Yu Xiaojiang has been promoted from the original level 16 to level 18, with the accumulation of a large amount of training resources. Yu Xiaojiang still maintained an extremely fast upgrade speed. This has kept Yu Xiaojiang's self-confidence very good, and he firmly believes that he will be able to continue practicing. Even if there is a bottleneck that cannot break through level 30, he will break it. Uncle Yao, is there still no news about Gangzi and Bibi Dong? After Yu Xiaojiang finished practicing this time, he found his servant again. Yes, young master, there has been no news about the Pope's disciples in the past 6 months. The old servant quickly answered Yu Xiaojiang's words. It's really strange. Why is there no news all of a sudden? Hasn't the Pope of Wuhun Palace been deliberately releasing news to show off how powerful his disciples are? Why did you deliberately hide it half a year ago? That Yu Xiaojiang frowned when he heard this. He was a little unhappy that he couldn't know the information about Gangzi and Bibi Dong at any time. As for the reason why it was so easy to find out the news before, he had already seen through it. It was deliberately released by the Pope of Wuhun Palace. That's why he was puzzled as to why he suddenly deliberately hid it again. Is it because Gangzi's cultivation speed is too slow and he feels a little embarrassed, so he stops letting the news out? That Yu Xiaojiang couldn't help but guess. That would be hilarious if that was the case. Thinking of this possibility, Yu Xiaojiang suddenly laughed. In fact, the only thing he cared about was Gangzi's cultivation. As for Bibi Dong's, he only wanted to know about it in passing. After all, if he kept comparing Bibi Dong's cultivation status with his own, he would be very hurt. Don't worry, young master. As soon as there is news, the old servant will tell the young master as soon as possible. Young master, all you need to do is practice hard. That the old servant bent down and said respectfully to Yu Xiaojiang. Well, thank you Uncle Yao. Uncle Yao is right. I just need to practice hard. I will definitely become the first soul master to break through level 30. That Yu Xiaojiang nodded repeatedly when he heard this. Yes, young master can definitely do it. That the old servant said seriously. Of course. That Yu Xiaojiang laughed confidently, but he didn't see the worry in the old servant's eyes, because every time he reported Yu Xiaojiang's situation to Yu Yuanjin showed no expression. Even after he told Yu Yuanjin about the young master's ambition to become the first soul master to break through level 30, Yu Yuanjin just said yes and let out a long sigh after he left. So he guessed that the situation might not be as good as Yu Xiaojiang thought, but he didn't dare to say that. Chapter 67 Golden Light Sword. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Your Highness, this is the sword you want. That at Gangzi's request, Shilong found a bunch of long swords for Gangzi. Sorry for bothering you, senior. That after Gangzi thanked him, he took the long swords from Shilong. These long swords were all prepared by Gangzi for experiments, and they were made of different materials and weights. What do you intend to do with these swords, Your Highness? After Shilong took over the swords from Gangzi, he curiously asked. Before doing this, he had no curiosity about what Gangzi was doing. Because of this, in the past 6 months, he actually didn't know what else Gangzi had done besides practicing. He knew that Gangzi seemed to be tinkering with something, and he had also been to the research department of Wuhun Palace, but he had never understood what Gangzi did. I'm going to use them to try to develop my third soul skill, Gangzi said with a smile. The third soul skill, Golden Light Talisman. After saying that, Gangzi directly summoned a Golden Light Talisman. Develop soul skills. Shilong was a little surprised when he heard this. Have you already figured out how to develop the soul skill you just obtained? Gangzi ignored Shilong's surprise, and then attached the Golden Light Talisman in his hand to the blade of a long sword. Buzz. As Gangzi attached the Golden Light Talisman to the sword, the long sword was suddenly enveloped in a layer of golden light. The originally ordinary long sword looked extraordinary. Golden light swordsmanship. Rise. Then he saw Gangzi put his index finger and middle finger together, using the fingers as a sword, and began to try to control the long sword. Buzz. I saw the pale golden long sword in front of Gangzi's eyes. After trembling slightly for a few times, it began to move in accordance with Gangzi's gestures. It's just that the movement of the long sword flying in the air is not smooth, and it feels a bit stumbling. Your Highness's soul skills can actually be used like this. However, even if it was just that, Gangzi's development of his soul skills still surprised Shilong. Although Gangzi is still unstable in using it, Gangzi's development direction is obviously right. Gangzi has successfully developed his own soul skill. Is it that simple to develop one's own soul skills in depth? After others obtain their own soul skills, it will take a certain amount of time to master them skillfully, let alone develop them in depth. No, it feels too heavy, and it's not smooth at all to operate. Gangzi was very dissatisfied at this time and casually withdrew the golden light sword technique. Ding. After the golden light on the long sword disappeared, it immediately fell to the ground. The third soul skill, Golden Light Talisman. Golden light swordsmanship starts. Then Gangzi started to try again, and Gangzi tried every long sword. Gangzi was very dissatisfied with the test results. No matter it was heavy or light, Gangzi had an unspeakable feeling of ambiguity when he used the golden light sword technique to control it. It works, but it's not smooth. When used in this way, the attack power is indeed much stronger than simply using the golden light talisman to attack, but the speed becomes slower and less smooth. At the same time, the consumption of mental and soul power is also greater. In this way, some gains outweigh the losses. Maybe my current strength is too weak. When I become stronger and mentally stronger, this situation will definitely not exist. But the golden light swordsmanship is of little use to me now. Gangzi was a little disappointed. He thought he could master the handsome sword control skills. However, this kind of maneuvering is not smooth, and the sword control skills are a bit stumbling when turning, so it's okay not to use it. After that, Gangzi tried some other weapons with similar results. Would it be better if it were replaced with a mahogany sword? After the failed attempt, Gangzi couldn't help but have a flash of inspiration. Senior Shilong, could you please help me find another peachwood sword? It's just a simple sword made of peach wood. After thinking of this, Gangzi could only trouble Shilong again. It would be too slow for him to find it by himself, but Shilong would move faster. Peachwood sword. Okay, Your Highness, wait a moment, I will go find it for you right now. Although she didn't understand why Gangzi wanted to find a mahogany sword, Shilong immediately agreed. He knew there were wooden swords, but he didn't know where they could find ones made specifically from peach wood. But it doesn't matter, you can't find the peachwood sword. Peachwood is still easy to find. When the time comes, he can just use his soul power to make it. Anyway, Gangzi said, as long as it is a long sword made of peach wood, it will be fine. After saying that, Shilong quickly walked away. Looking at Shilong's leaving figure, Gangzi smiled slightly. Sure enough, after showing his potential and value, his protector became more useful. Then Gangzi started practicing on the spot. The attempt just now took a lot of energy from Gangzi, and he also needed to recover. Your Highness, the Tamu sword is here. By the time Gangzi had almost recovered, Shilong had already rushed back, holding a red peachwood sword in his hand. While Shilong spoke, he also handed the peachwood sword to Gangzi. Sorry for bothering you, Senior. Gangzi quickly took it. The third soul skill, Golden Light Talisman. Golden light swordsmanship starts. Afterwards, Gangzi couldn't wait to try it again. This time, under the control of Gangzi, the mahogany sword began to move rapidly in the air with a swishing sound. This time, when Gangzi controlled the peachwood sword, he no longer felt the ambiguity he had before. Under Gangzi's control, the Tamu sword was very smooth, whether in a straight line or turning, and was no different from controlling the golden light talisman. Swish swish swish. Cool. If you had to use one word to describe Gangzi's mood at this time, it would be very happy. Seeing that his sword control skills were finally displayed perfectly, Gangzi was still very excited. Swordsmanship, what boy doesn't yearn for it? It's a pity that I use a mahogany sword. After all, the Tamu sword is just a wooden sword with limited lethality. That is to say, it is stronger than him simply using the golden light talisman. If you want to truly use other lethal swords to perform sword control, you still have to wait until he becomes stronger. Your Highness, is this a success? Shilong was also a little surprised when he saw this, but he was a little confused. Your Highness, why is it different when using a peachwood sword? Among the swords Gangzi tried before, there was one as light as this peachwood sword. It should be that my martial spirit matches the peachwood sword better. Gangzi could only explain it this way. At the same time, he felt the same way, otherwise it won't make sense. I see, but Your Highness, you are not allowed to use any props in the Soul Master competition. Shilong nodded, and then reminded Gangzi, P.S. This book will be available on the 1st of next month. Chapter 68 questioned. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. What does the inability to use it in the Soul Master competition have to do with my development of soul skills? As long as I can make myself stronger. Gangzi quickly answered Shilong's question. The prohibition of using props and the like is only stipulated in the Soul Master competition, and there are no regulations anywhere else, and how many times can it be used in the Soul Master competition? Ziyi will join the Wuhundian team. There is no need to participate in the qualifiers and promotions, but will directly enter the finals, participate in every game, just a few rounds. Strengthening oneself is a lifelong matter. Your Highness is right, my vision is too small. That when Shilong heard Ziyi's explanation, his expression was suddenly shocked. The next day, Ziyi and Bibi easily entered Wuhundian Academy under Qian Xuanji's arrangements, and also easily entered the academy team. Today I would like to introduce two new teammates to you. You should all know them. They are both disciples of the Pope of our Wuhun Palace, Ziyi and Bibi. At this time, Ziyi and Bibi, led by the leader of the Wuhundian Academy team, came to the front of the other team members. He is actually a disciple of the Pope. I have met your two highnesses. The other members of the team, after hearing the introduction of the team leader teacher, quickly spoke respectfully. Then, they looked at Ziyi and Bibi curiously. They must all know about the Pope's disciples. It was their first time to see him in person, so they secretly looked at him curiously, whether it was Bibi, who had twin martial souls, or Ziyi, who was favored by the Pope with his level 1 innate soul power. They were all extremely curious. So handsome. It's beautiful. Especially the clothes on the two of them were spotless and extremely clean, making people feel very comfortable just looking at them. The first impression Ziyi and Bibi gave them was very good. It turns out that this is the disciple of the Pope. But didn't I hear that Ziyi was only level 20? Isn't Her Highness the Saint only 12 years old? But after being amazed, the team members were also filled with questions. What do you think? The two disciples of the Pope should not join their team. You must be curious as to why your two highnesses came to our team at this time, right? Guess what the current soul power levels of your two highnesses are. The team leader seemed to understand the doubts of the team members and immediately asked with a smile. Her Highness the Saint should be around level 34 now, right? After hearing what the leader teacher said, one of the female members quickly spoke out her guess. While speaking, this girl also looked at Bibi with adoring eyes. Although her current soul power level is higher than that of Her Majesty the Saint, she still feels great admiration for Bibi. He already has a soul power level of around level 34 at the age of 12. The other members of the team quite agreed with the companion's guess and did not reveal any other guesses. Several people wanted to tell their guesses about Ziyi's rank, but they didn't feel good about it, so they didn't speak up. After all, Ziyi's soul power level was so low in their perception, wouldn't it offend others by saying it? Your Highnesses, I am Ling Yuan, captain of the Wuhun Palace team. Can you tell us the current soul power levels of your two highnesses? Even if you are disciples of the Pope, if you want to join the team, you must have enough ability, right? At this time, one of the more prestigious members stood up and directly asked Ziyi and Bibi. While the other party was speaking, he glanced at Ziyi with scrutiny. Obviously, he was not satisfied with Ziyi joining the team. Ziyi, Wuhun Talisman, level 30 Auxiliary Soul Master. Buzz. Ziyi stood up directly and summoned his martial spirit while speaking. 300-year-old yellow soul rings rose from Ziyi's feet one by one. Level 30. Your Highness actually broke through level 30. How can this be? Seeing the 3 soul rings surrounding Ziyi's body, all members of the team were shocked. No soul master with level 1 innate soul power has ever broken through to level 30. It is indeed admirable that His Highness can break through level 30 with the qualification of level 1 innate soul power, but if His Highness only has this level of cultivation, he may not be able to convince the public if he wants to join the team. However, he was shocked. Ling Yuan still felt that Ziyi's strength was not enough to join the team. Without the cultivation level of a level 40 soul sect, he is not worthy of joining the Wuhun Palace team, even if Ziyi is a disciple of the Pope. Of course, he was just questioning it. If the Pope of Wuhun Palace insisted on making such arrangements, he would have no choice but to obey. The captain is right. His Highness's third spirit ring is only a 100-year spirit ring, and it is not even the best spirit ring configuration. After Captain Lykuan finished speaking, two other team members also echoed. Humph, what do you know? Junior brother's soul ring is. Hearing that these people in front of them looked down upon Ziyi so much, Bibi Dong on the side suddenly became angry and immediately wanted to tell what was so great about Ziyi. My soul ring was arranged by the teacher, and it is also the most suitable for me. Ziyi quickly stopped Bibi Dong and did not let her continue. There was no need to let the people in the team know about the self-condensing soul ring for the time being. Bibi Dong was pulled by Ziyi and only then did she react. As for whether I am qualified to join the team, you will know later. Ziyi didn't explain much else. His auxiliary effect can only be known by experiencing it personally. Even if his martial soul is regarded as a purely auxiliary martial soul, the auxiliary effect of his three soul skills is comparable to that of an auxiliary soul sect. I am a twin martial soul. The martial souls are the Death Spider Emperor and the Soul-Eating Spider Emperor. I am a level 42 soul sect. After seeing Ziyi finish speaking, Bibi Dong stood up directly, told her soul power level, and then also showed her soul ring. She wanted to show these people how powerful she was. Buzz, powerful soul power fluctuations immediately spread from Bibi Dong's body. Level 42 soul sect. How can this be? Your Highness the Saint is only 12 years old, right? Oh my God, the 12-year-old soul sect. Sure enough, after seeing the soul power cultivation level released by Bibi Dong, everyone in the Wuhundian team was stunned. This is really shocking. They thought that Bibi Dong's soul power level might be a little stronger than they guessed, but they didn't expect it to be so much stronger. As a 12-year-old soul sect, they never dared to think that anyone could do it. The Bibi Dong in front of them now had not only broken through to the soul sect, but was also a level 42 soul sect. Chapter 69. The competition begins. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Level 42. Captain Lykuan was also extremely shocked. Even he was only level 44 at the moment, adding Bibi Dong's qualifications. As long as the other party came, he would be the thigh of the team. Yes, I am now level 42. And I am confident that when the Soul Master competition starts, I will break through level 50 and become a Soul King. Although my junior brother is not as good as me, his martial soul has evolved into a top martial soul. There must be no problem for him to break through the Soul Sect before the Soul Master competition starts. Why can't he join the team? And my junior brother's auxiliary soul skills are praised by the teacher. Seeing that everyone was shocked by her, Bibi Dong was immediately proud, and then she started to criticize Lykuan and others. She just couldn't stand them underestimating Ziyi. What? Martial soul evolution. After listening to Bibi Dong's words to defend Ziyi, Lykuan and others were shocked again. Whether Ziyi can break through to level 40 is temporarily doubtful, but the news of Ziyi's martial soul evolution shocked them again. They had only heard of the legend of the spirit evolution, but they didn't expect it to actually happen now, and it appeared in front of them. Afterwards, under Ziyi's demonstration, they personally experienced the effect of Ziyi's spirit skills, and finally understood why His Holiness the Pope praised Ziyi's spirit skills. Although Ziyi's first two spirit skills did not bring them any attack and defense gains, they actually improved their combat capabilities, not to mention that Ziyi's third spirit skill was so outstanding. After Ziyi really showed his ability, no one in the team thought that Ziyi was not qualified to join the battle. If Ziyi could really break through level 40 before the start of the Soul Master competition, it would be even more amazing. In addition, there is Bibi Dong in the team who will definitely break through to the Soul King without any accident. The strength of the Spirit Hall team will be greatly enhanced. No wonder His Holiness the Pope allowed the two princes to join the Spirit Hall team. Your Highnesses, I was short-sighted before. I am honored that you two can join the team. After understanding, Lykuan quickly apologized to Ziyi and Bibi Dong, and excitedly welcomed the two princes to join. In this way, Ziyi and Bibi Dong also successfully joined the Wuhun Hall team and began their career in the team. A year later, Ziyi was promoted to level 34, Bibi Dong was promoted to level 46, 2 years later. Ziyi was promoted to level 38, Bibi Dong was promoted to level 49, and Bibi Dong only promoted 3 levels this year. 2.5 years later, Gangzi's soul power level reached level 39, and Gangzi felt that he was almost close to breaking through level 40. Although the Soul Master competition has begun, there are still 2 months before the Wuhun Hall team enters. The Soul Master competition will take several months from the start of the preliminaries to the end. The preliminaries and promotions in the front will take more than 2 months, so Gangzi still has plenty of time to break through to level 40 before the Spirit Hall team participates in the competition. Bibi Dong was stuck at level 50 for more than a month, but she has successfully broken through to level 50 and become a Soul King. Now Bibi Dong, who has absorbed a 10,000-year soul ring, is already a level 51 Soul King. The 15-year-old Soul King broke the record of the youngest Soul King in Douluo continent. In fact, when Bibi Dong absorbed the 4th soul ring, Gangzi suggested to Qiang Sunji that after Bibi Dong's body was strengthened by the Narcissus jade muscle and bone, she could actually try to absorb a higher age soul ring, even a 10,000-year soul ring. But Qiang Sunji refused. Although he felt that Gangzi's analysis made sense and believed in Gangzi's judgment, he was still unwilling to take risks for Bibi Dong, so the 4th soul ring only absorbed a 5,000-year soul ring. The 5th soul ring just happened to absorb a 12,000-year soul ring, because in Qiang Sunji's opinion, Bibi Dong only needs to practice step by step, and her future is absolutely limitless, and there is no need to take risks. When Bibi Dong practices the 2nd martial soul, she can choose any spirit ring she wants. Gangzi did not refute this. It is also good for Bibi Dong to practice more steadily. She has the advantage of twin martial souls and does not need to take risks. As for Gangzi's spirit rings, the quality has also improved a lot in the past 2 years, especially Gangzi's first spirit ring, which has been upgraded to the quality of more than 900 years by Gangzi. The 2nd spirit ring is the same, and after reaching the quality of more than 900 years, Gangzi stopped upgrading them and did not continue to upgrade them to the purple spirit ring of 1000-year quality, because it is difficult to explain. His first spirit ring changed from white to yellow, and it can also be explained that it evolved together when the martial soul evolved. If it continued to evolve into purple later, it would be difficult to explain. This is also what Qiang Sunji asked Gangzi to hide temporarily, and DouluoDalu actually summoned Gangzi once, and specifically told Gangzi not to be so anxious about the practice of the self-condensed spirit ring. Since the self-condensed soul ring can be upgraded, it must be used well. It is not advisable to upgrade all the soul rings on the body to the limit of the upgrade without waiting. In this way, although it can accelerate the cultivation of soul power level, but it will be detrimental to future cultivation. DouluoDalu suggested that Gangzi wait until he breaks through the title Douluo, and then practice all the self-condensing soul rings on his body, so as to achieve similar effects to twin martial souls, and use the soul rings to increase his soul power level. Because after breaking through the title Douluo, every level of cultivation is extremely difficult. Twin martial souls can use the 2nd martial soul to cheat, and self-condensing soul rings can naturally do the same. Don't worry, great worshipper, I know how to do it. In fact, even if DouluoDalu didn't say anything, Gangzi had this plan. He knew that 100,000-year soul ring was not the upper limit and could continue to be improved. However, it was very difficult even for a title Douluo to continue to improve a soul ring that had reached the quality of 100,000 years, just like Gangzi now. If he wants to upgrade his soul ring to 1,000 years, it's okay, but if he wants to upgrade his soul ring from 1,000 years to 10,000 years, he doesn't know that he has to wait until the year of the monkey. Haha, that's right. With your intelligence, you wouldn't have thought of this. I'm just worrying too much. After DouluoDalu saw Gangzi's eyes, he knew that Gangzi had indeed planned this, and he immediately laughed. The gaze he looked at Gangzi became more and more appreciative. After all, it's one thing to know, but it's another thing to be able to resist raising your soul ring. Just like himself, after starting the inheritance assessment of the angel god and obtaining the 8 angel exams, he knew that if he chose to complete the 8 angel exams, he would quickly become stronger with the help of the 8 angel exams, but he would forever lose the chance to become a god. But in the end, he couldn't resist the temptation to become a peerless Douluo and chose to complete the 8 angel exams. Perhaps, there is also a lack of confidence in myself. Junior brother. Junior brother. The Soul Master competition is about to begin. Let's go to the Heavenly Do to see the strength of our opponents. Ziyi was practicing hard, preparing to break through level 40, when Bibi Dong's voice sounded outside the door. Chapter 70 Ling Yuan was rejected. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Going to Tiando, Ziyi looked at Bibi Dong who walked in. Bibi Dong, who is already 15 years old, is becoming more and more beautiful. Especially Bibi Dong's skin, which is as white as jade and so delicate that no one can see a single flaw. One glance at it makes one unable to resist the urge to nibble on it. This is because Bibi Dong's skin became so good after eating Narcissus jade muscle and bone. Similarly, the reason why Ziyi could see so clearly was because Ziyi had looked through the remaining fairy grass and absorbed the autumn dew a year ago. This fairy grass, like the ice and fire fairy grass, did not bring any improvement to Ziyi's soul power, but it made Ziyi's mental power several times higher and his eyesight became stronger. Although it can't be said that he has piercing eyes, it's almost enough. He can see some things that Ziyi couldn't see before. Yes, go to Tiando. Junior brother, don't you want to go see the Soul Master competition? The qualifiers are where the most teams participate, so they must be very interesting. Bibi Dong said excitedly to Ziyi. Okay, let's go and take a look. Ziyi looked away silently, then agreed with a smile. I have been practicing for these years, but I have never left Wuhun city very often. It is indeed a bit boring. You might as well go to Tiando and take a look. Take some time to relax. Did you tell the teacher? That then Ziyi asked Bibi Dong. The two of them must have an explanation with Qian Xuanji about leaving Wuhun city for the Tiando Empire. Only Qian Xuanji agrees. I have asked Sister Fei to ask, and the teacher will definitely agree. Bibi Dong said immediately. Your Highnesses, the Pope has agreed. As soon as Bibi Dong finished speaking, concubine Li Chan's voice sounded at the door. He, I knew it. Bibi Dong suddenly laughed proudly after hearing this. Sister Fei, what's wrong with you? But Bibi Dong soon noticed that concubine Li Chan looked a little strange. She seemed angry. It's nothing, it's none of your business. Concubine Li Chan forced a smile and didn't explain much, but it also reflected that she was indeed in an unhappy mood at this time. Oh, seeing concubine Li Chan's unkind expression, Bibi Dong stopped asking any more questions. The Pope has agreed. When are your two Highnesses planning to set off? Concubine Li Chan didn't give Bibi Dong a chance to ask, and directly changed the subject. It is not respectful to call the Pope my crown. Could it be that the teacher made her angry? Although concubine Li Chan didn't say anything, Ziyi keenly sensed something from her address to the Pope. However, Ziyi only made a guess, and he was not interested in knowing anything specific. Of course we're leaving now. Let's go talk to Teacher Rhodes and Lai Kun first, and then we'll set off. Bibi Dong said directly after hearing this. She couldn't wait any longer. Fortunately, she still remembered to tell the rest of the team. Concubine Li Chan, what's wrong with you? Shi Long, who came from behind, also noticed something strange about concubine Li Chan and asked immediately. Go away, you don't have to worry about my affairs. Who knew that concubine Li Chan didn't like her at all? Shi Long was so frightened that he didn't dare to say anything more. An angry woman can't afford to hide from me even if she can't offend me. After talking to the rest of the team, Ziyi and Bibi Dong, followed by Shi Long and Li Chanfei, left Wuhun city and began to head towards the Tiando Empire. After leaving, concubine Li Chan, who was at the end of the team, looked back in the direction of the Pope's palace, her eyes full of shame and anger. You don't like me, do you? I still despise you. Concubine Li Chan cursed in her heart. It turns out that concubine Li Chan was so angry because she was rejected by Qian Xuanji. It turned out that DouluoDalu summoned concubine Li Chan not long after becoming Bibi Dong's protector. It was only then that concubine Li Chan knew that DouluoDalu wanted to bring her and Qian Xuanji together, so DouluoDalu asked her to show more of herself when she was in contact with Qian Xuanji. Concubine Li Chan was of course very shocked when she first learned about this kind of thing, and then she became filled with excitement. It would be great if she could become the Pope's wife. Therefore, in the following days, whenever there is a chance, concubine Li Chan will try to contact Qian Xuanji and show her charm, however, until today, Qian Xuanji has not shown any interest in him. Concubine Li Chan, who has a relatively fiery and direct personality, really couldn't bear it anymore, so when she reported to Qian Xuanji today, she directly asked the other party if she had fallen in love with my mother. After being questioned face to face by Concubine Li Chan, Qian Xuanji realized that the other party actually knew about this matter. She thought it must have been her father who said something. Sorry, you are very beautiful, but I want to find a pure and gentle woman to be my wife. Although a little embarrassed, Qian Xuanji politely told the other party what he thought. To be honest, he still likes Concubine Li Chan's appearance, but he doesn't like her personality very much. It doesn't matter if he is just a lover for fun, but he is not willing to marry her home. It's just that Concubine Li Chan's talent is good, and there is almost no problem in becoming a titled Douluo in the future. How dare he ask such a proud woman to ask her to become his lover? If he dared to speak, it would be a humiliation for him, so Qian Xuanji rejected Concubine Li Chan. Snort. Concubine Li Chan is getting angrier the more she thinks about it. Does Qian Xuanji mean that she is not gentle and pure? But when she thought about her own personality, Concubine Li Chan found that she really didn't look innocent at all, not to mention her gentle personality. If you look down on me, it's your loss. I have a lot of people who want me, but Concubine Li Chan doesn't care. I'm right, but Qian Xuanji, that bastard, is wrong. Sister Fei, do you want your junior brother to give you a heart-purifying charm? On the way to Tiando, Bibi Dong, who had been a little angry for some unknown reason, stepped forward and asked the other party in a low voice. No, that thing is too boring to stick on. I'm fine, Your Highness the Saint, don't worry. Concubine Li Chan waved her hand and refused. Of course she knew Gangzi's meditation charm, which could calm her down when she was angry, but she didn't want it. It was too boring, and she would curse it in her heart. Oh, but when Bibi Dong saw this, she stopped talking. Along the way, Gangzi and the other three knew that Concubine Li Chan was not in the right mood. They all deliberately avoided irritating each other and let Concubine Li Chan adjust her emotions on her own. However, Concubine Li Chan still failed to adjust her emotions until she settled down in a hotel at night. Damn Chihiroji. Let you look down on me. Hateful. Concubine Li Chan cursed and thought it would be better to go to Gangzi and ask for a heart-purifying talisman, otherwise she wouldn't have to rest. But on the way to Gangzi's room, Concubine Li Chan gradually started to look a little strange. I can't take you down, then I'll take down your precious disciple.